was a cross-state MAC West matchup last Saturday night as the Western Michigan football team traveled to Ypsilanti to take on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Levante Bellamy led the Bronco offensive attack with 113 yards on the ground and 3 more rushing touchdowns, including the go-ahead score with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. But the Eagles rallied with a game-winning drive, scoring with just 36 seconds left in the game, and they pulled out the victory. Final score, Eastern Michigan 34, Western Michigan 27. I'm Robin Hook. Coming up, head coach Tim Lester joins me for all the highlights on Week 8 of Bronco Review after this timeout.
Bronco Review is presented by Greenleaf Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it. And by Chupan. They know metal and plastic inside and out, creating a better environment through recycling.
At Arbor,
we're a cooperative financial institution who
has been proudly growing across the mitten. Our purpose
is to help members
achieve their dreams
through innovative financial solutions.
I am Arbor.
I am Arbor. I am Arbor Financial Credit Union.
And I am here to serve you.
And I am here to serve you.
This new Little Caesars thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. We're inside the all-new 7-passenger Ascent from Subaru, which has the same DNA as the entire lineup of Subarus. You get the great fuel economy with the beauty of all-wheel drive to get you through that lake effect snow, the low center of gravity from the Boxer engine, along with the best crash avoidance system on the market today called EyeSight from Subaru. Come on out to Maple Hill Subaru and drive these amazing vehicles. Maple Hill Subaru, for a journey like no other.
When leading-edge medical care is what you need, will you be able to find it?
Right there.
When you find the perfect doctor for you, will you be able to choose her? Can one company give you the expertise, the technology, the choices, the peace of mind that your coverage is going to work the way you want it? Count on it. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Nolte Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
They give it to Levante again, cuts it to his left. He's to the 5, he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Levante cut it outside and burst into the end zone. And the Broncos strike first on a 9-yard touchdown run by Levante Bellamy.
Levante Bellamy with one of his 3 rushing touchdowns Saturday night at Ypsilanti. The Broncos and Eastern Michigan. The Eagles would pull it out at the very end. It was a grind through all 4 quarters. We're with head coach Tim Lester, and the first half was over like that.
Yeah, it might have been one of the fastest games I've ever been a part of. We had 3 drives, scored on our first drive, scored on our second drive, punted on our third drive, and it was halftime. So it was definitely a unique game.
All right, here we are at the factory, the gray turf, Eastern Michigan, and here they are knocking down the wall, and they come out of their locker room ready to go.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a good start to the game. They won and deferred and kicked off to us, and we took the first drive, went right down there and took a lead.
Yep, we put together a drive and scoring in that first drive on the road. It was a great start.
It was everything we talked about wanting to get done, and we used multiple backs and ran the ball. I thought we moved them in the interior, which was one of our goals, and threw the ball around a little bit. We're efficient on that first drive and got ourselves a lead.
John was mixing it up through the air. Had Devon Tucker making a couple of runs in there, and your tight end Gio Ricci got loose.
Yeah, it was exactly the way you'd like a game to start. And second drive, same thing, more of the same. So we started well, which is something we hadn't done on the road very much. And we got to finish a 60-minute game.
Levante Bellamy with his 11th rushing touchdown of the season right there. He's found the end zone a lot.
He really has. It's hard to not put him in the game when you get near the end zone because he's just got a feel for finding his way into the pay dirt.
Well, one of the storylines in this game was number 10 for them. Preston Hutchinson made his first career start.
Yeah, we found out in warm-ups that he wasn't, that their starter wasn't going to play. And so that changed a lot for us. They threw, as you can see, they threw everything underneath. We were able to stop them when they got into the red zone early on, and because it is hard, especially when you're a young quarterback, you run out of space. But they did a good job, and for his first start, he had a heck of a day.
He was 31 of 36. Mike Glass, their regular starter, the senior who had such a good season going, wasn't able to go because of an injury in practice that nobody really knew about.
Yeah, it was a shoulder injury that happened late, and they were thinking he'd be able to go, but he couldn't, and we didn't find out to warm-ups, which definitely put us behind the 8 ball, but plenty of time to figure out kind of what they were doing. We had a good feeling out session early on to realize they're not going to throw the ball down the field like they like to with Glass, and and we held them, and offensively we went on I think it was a 19-play drive here. Probably our longest drive of the year, and it was good to go up with our second score.
19 plays, 79 yards in this drive that took 9 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock, and it's capped by a Levante Bellamy touchdown run.
Yeah, and those are drives, especially when you're trying to work the clock as much as possible, and guys getting first downs, big third down conversions. We were great on third down in this game, and it was great to finish the drive off.
All right, then here you go into the end zone. Big wide hole for Levante.
Yeah. Well, he earns a lot of them, so it's nice to give him one of those every once in a while. He earned the rest, and it had people falling all over him and stuff. And but yeah, we're up 14-3. We're in good position, and we get a stop here, and unfortunately this is our third drive. It's almost halftime, and our third drive of the half, is probably midway late through the second quarter.
So here you see Hutchinson at quarterback throwing a lot of underneath stuff, a lot of the short stuff that they're like runs.
Yeah, it was really smart by them. It's not something they had shown, but they worked on it all week from talking to some of the people after the game. This kid got a whole week of practice, so they had put in a lot of short stuff, and once again we kept holding them to field goals, and which is what we want to do. And if they're going to drive the ball on us, great, but we just can't let them get in the end zone.
And that one they missed, and so the Broncos' first half, I think it's pretty much as you had scripted, except you only had the 3 possessions.
Yeah, that's the one throw. The one throw we missed, going 3 for 3 scoring would have been great. But yeah, this is the one that kind of got away. Our third drive, we end up having to punt, and they go down and score to make it 14-10 at half. And offensively, which is almost a perfect half. 2 out of 3 drives, you score touchdowns, and we're only up 4 at half.
Yeah, this was a big drive for them because they scored to win the half, and then they got the ball to start the second half, and they scored again.
Yes, those are it's the Patriots twofer. You score at the end of the half, and then you get the ball back and score again, and it can switch the momentum in the game.
Here you guys made them earn it, though. You held them out there as long as you could. They ended up scoring. It was 14-10 at the half. We'll come back and look at the second half highlights of the Western Michigan-Eastern Michigan game after timeout on Bronco Review.
Are you considering home improvements? You should consider Blackberry.
Blackberry has completed several home improvement projects in our neighborhood, so when we were ready for 20 new replacement windows, we called Blackberry. They completed the project on time, and their workmanship was outstanding. Our friends are amazed, and we love the transformation of our home both inside and out with our new windows from Blackberry Home Improvement Specialists.
Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Western's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal. And that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
All athletes strive to perform at their peak. And meeting that goal means putting in extra hours on the trail, in the gym, or on the court. It also means refueling after a tough workout. Chocolate milk has carbohydrates and protein to rebuild muscles, plus electrolytes to replenish your body. And with no additives, chocolate milk is nature's sports drink. So after your next training session, reach for the natural choice to help you meet your performance goals. Chocolate milk, the unofficial recovery beverage of athletes everywhere.
The numbers don't lie. At Arbor Financial Credit Union, our numbers work for you. Numbers like 0, the amount you'll pay in checking fees and at Arbor or co-op ATMs. Then there's $200, the average savings on mortgage closing costs when our members use their credit union. You should probably know about 5, the percentage lower your credit card rate could be compared to a bank. Take advantage of all our numbers. Not a member? Start saving today. Arbor Financial. Bank here, grow here.
Dear Peter, I am always blown away by your wealth of knowledge. What I would give for a brain like yours. I love the way you challenged me, encouraging me to travel internationally. You helped me stay grounded during my 6 study abroad trips. Those experiences lit my passion to care for people around the world. Thanks to you, my mission is to care for others the way you cared for me. Unforgettable bonds, unbreakable spirit. Western Michigan University.
Back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, throws deep over the middle. He's got a receiver. It's caught. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Corey Crooms with his first career touchdown. And Western Michigan regains the lead.
Corey Crooms with his first career touchdown. That was 1st and 35 on that play, Coach, and you scored a touchdown.
Yeah, what do you call on that? You know, we had a chop block on a play, and then we had a hold called against us. The only 2 penalties of the game happened back-to-back, so we end up with a 1st and 35, and we score.
How about that? It was great to see, and Corey made a nice route and caught the football for his first career touchdown. A true freshman who came in for spring practice in January, and that's paying off.
He has. He's had a great couple weeks of practice, and you know, up and down freshman, just like everyone else when they were freshmen. But he's really coming on in the last couple weeks, and he's comfortable with what we're doing and running great routes. And it was just great to see him get the touchdown.
All right, this is the start of the 3rd quarter, and they won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they scored their last possession of the 2nd quarter and then get the football to begin the 3rd quarter with a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, and they made a couple, you know, a corner out throw like that, barely touched in. They had a one-handed catch there. They made plays, you know, and that's what you got to do. And you know, they score and take the lead, and now it's up to us to you know, to go back and take the lead back.
And you were sticking with the run.
Yeah, we knew what we wanted to do. We knew they were going to play over the top of us, and we felt like our interior matchups were pretty good ones. We threw when we needed to, but we really wanted to hand to the ball and get it moving.
All right, here's Keith Mixon, and he's working more into the passing game the last few weeks.
Well, that's a run play. I mean, we call a run play, and it's Mixon or Bells. It's the choice of John of who he wants to, whether he throws a quick screen, which is for us, like a run play. You know, special teams, this is the one. I mean, we unfortunately kicked that into the end zone. It only netted us about 18 yards, and I think at this point our defense had a little bit of a rhythm, and we need to finish this thing off.
Got a little bit of pressure here in the second half on their quarterback, and they also ran a little wildcat.
They did, and we were ready for that part of it. We were ready for 6. 10 was the guy that was brand new to us, and what they were doing with him was a little different. But you know, we stop him here, we get a punt, and you know, we have a chance to get back in this game.
All right, the cheer team was there firing up the Bronco fans who made the trip to Ypsilanti, and here you go to work over the middle to Gio Ricci. That was a great throw and catch.
It was. I mean, I thought he was going to be wide open. The guy grabbed him. They didn't see it, but they eventually let him go, and it was a great throw and catch, and it got us down here, and we're about to punch it in and take the lead.
Here's Levante going to work again, and Broncos trying to get back into the end zone, and you had those penalties that you talked about. So 1st and 35, no problem. Corey Crooms, touchdown, Western Michigan.
We've been waiting to run that play. We had the leverage we wanted all day, and you know, he did a great job of making the move. That's a senior corner that he went against and got his first college touchdown.
So the Broncos regain the lead, and Eastern Michigan goes back to work with this young quarterback, and he threw a lot of these underneath pass plays that they were able to move the ball down the field with.
Yeah, here, you know, this is the part of the game that's the most frustrating, I think. You know, you're up 21. I think they kicked the field goal 21-20, and this is it right here to make it 21-20. So you still got the lead, and offensively, you know, we need to go down and put another score up, and we didn't, and that's the most frustrating part.
So in the fourth quarter, the Eagles would come up with another score. The Broncos scored late to take the lead back, and then they went on a last-minute drive. Actually, the final seconds of the game, they scored.
Yeah, you know, we got the ball back with like 6 minutes left, and we needed to go score, and we did. And we ended up with the lead with under 2 minutes, and put the pressure on our defense to get a stop, and we weren't able to finish it off.
Here's the D trying to get the ball back for your offense, and doing a pretty good job in this series. Made him kick another field goal.
Yeah, and this was a long one. The guy had enough leg, but he pushed it a little bit, and right here, huge drive for us. You go down, score, and you go up 8, and unfortunately we go 3 and out here. Unfortunately, the ball gets tipped. John tries to throw an RPO on the next play, and then on third down takes a shot down the field to Sky, and we can't connect, and we got to put it back to them again.
Yeah, teams are looking out for Sky more. He's having a little more difficulty getting open because he's not just number 24 out there anymore. He's a guy.
He's earning respect.
That's right.
He's earning respect and coverage, and so those 2 3 and outs are can't happen, and we got to be better on offense, and and then they run the double move on Lupro. They got the lead back, and now we have to go down and score, and this is what college football and football in general is all about. We get a good return, and we motor down the field to score, and hopefully just put the game away.
This is late in the fourth quarter now, and you need to score to try and win this football game. And this was a tremendous drive, Coach, by your team. You went 64 yards in 11 plays, used 4.5 minutes, and took the lead.
Wish we would have used more time. You can never. We had the ball in the 17 with, and we scored in 2 plays from the 17. Which, looking back now, a couple great runs by Bells. The touchdown run. He's patient. He stays in the middle. He's breaking tackles. Puts the ball right there. They give us the touchdown, and now we got the lead with I think 1 minute and 56 left or something like that. So there it is. So we need to stop.
It's late in the game. You wonder, okay, maybe we milk this thing a little bit more before we score. But it's hard to tell your guy, don't score. I mean, don't score too soon.
Yeah, if you needed a field goal, you would. If a field goal won the game, you'd probably get it down and center it. But when you need a touchdown, those don't come easy, and so, you got to score and score now. And, they had all 3 timeouts left, and it wasn't going to really matter. They didn't even use a timeout on their 2-minute drive. They went down the field, hit a big 3rd and 8 on us, hit another double move right here, and we're right there to make the play. And we got to turn around and make that play.
That's their guy. That's Sexton. He makes big plays for him, and he did. And then they ran the 2-point play, and they won that on the reverse. He was able to get over the goal line there as he was hit, but the Broncos got the ball back, just didn't have enough time.
Yeah, we had 35 seconds left, and we had a decent return. We had a pretty good play on. John threw it, his hand got hit, and got tipped and picked. It was desperation. We had about 4 plays left if we would execute it perfectly, but obviously it didn't happen.
So the Eagles pull out the win, 34-27. But the race is far from over. Still a lot of football to play. We'll be back with more Bronco Review after this timeout.
You trust Dunshee Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but they offer so much more, like paintless dent repair, brakes and wheel alignment, and perfect paint matching. Dunshee Body and Frame also works with all insurance companies to make sure your vehicle is restored to pre-accident condition. So for personal service and high-quality workmanship, call Dunshee Body and Frame in Kalamazoo at 375-2100, in Vicksburg at 649-8100, or visit their website, DunsheeBody.com. Dunshee Body and Frame, part of your community since 1973.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Volkswagen. This is the Volkswagen Tiguan. It comes in both 5 and 7 passenger models, and now it's joined by its big brother, the Atlas, which comes in a 7 passenger and 8 passenger model, completing the SUV lineup. All Volkswagens are backed by a 6-year, 72,000 mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. Best in the business. These are German engineered, value priced, with the longest warranty in the industry. Maple Hill Volkswagen, for a journey like no other.
At Arbor,
We're a cooperative financial institution who
has been proudly growing across the mitten. Our purpose
is to help members
achieve their dreams
through innovative financial solutions.
I am Arbor.
I am Arbor. I am Arbor Financial Credit Union.
and I am here to serve you.
And I am here to serve you.
This new Little Caesar's thin crust pizza is so loaded with pepperoni and cheese. I don't believe there is any thin crust. Pepperoni, 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 cheese, 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 crust. Found it!
There is a crispy crust under all that pepperoni.
Get a Little Caesars large extra most bestest thin crust pizza with extra cheese and the most pepperoni, all at the nation's best price of just $6.49.
Pizza, pizza.
More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected. So we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Hutchinson back to throw. Steps up in the pocket, hit and he's sacked. They came with a corner stunt that time. Hendrick Blue with a sack, and the Bronco defense gets the job done.
Another sack by the Western Michigan defense, a defense that leads the Mid-American Conference in sacks with 26. Going into week 9, the Broncos play Bowling Green. And coach, as we said going on the break, this thing is wide open. Going into week 9, and there's only one team in the league with 5 wins. Everybody's beating up on each other.
Yeah, it's been it's the parity in our league this year is crazy, and you know, we have 4 more league games. Everyone else has 5, so it's far from over. It's going to be an interesting next 5 weeks. We got 4, but every week's going to be a huge game, and so we're excited about finishing this thing strong. And some really important matchups. Right now, Ball State's on top of the West side at 3-0, but they have a lot of tough games to play, including one against you in a couple of weeks. Yeah, they got Ohio this weekend, and then they got us next weekend. They get to come into Waldo on Tuesday night, and it'll be a big one. Broncos playing Bowling Green Falcon team. Talk about parity. They were a heavy underdog and beat Toledo, the preseason favorite in the West Division. Yeah, and soundly. I mean, it was 27-7 or 27-10, I forget, but it wasn't that close of a game, and it's a big rivalry game for them, and so yeah, it's anything goes every week. All right, and when we come back, we'll look ahead to the game against Bowling Green, talk about the seniors who will be honored before the game. Now, time out on Bronco Review.
What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your friends and family about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the largest credit union in Michigan. With one of the highest checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Earn more when you save, pay less when you borrow. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
When you need home improvements, you should call Blackberry. Do you need a new roof? Give us a call. We're one of the area's most trusted and professional roofing contractors, having completed thousands of roofing jobs throughout West Michigan. Right now, you can save 50% off the installation of our new roofing, featuring the Owens Corning Duration Shingle that comes with a limited lifetime warranty for installation and materials. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
No matter what pops up during your day, Ascension Borges makes it easy to get the care you need. Anytime, from anywhere. Now you can see a doctor online, right from home, 24/7. Check in online for urgent and ER care. Or even schedule a visit with a primary care doctor. You'll find it all at GetAscensionMichiganCare.com with locations across West Michigan.
Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal. And that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
The numbers don't lie. At Arbor Financial Credit Union, our numbers work for you. Numbers like 0, the amount you'll pay in checking fees and at Arbor or co-op ATMs. Then there's $200, the average savings on mortgage closing costs when our members use their credit union. You should probably know about 5, the percentage lower your credit card rate could be compared to a bank. Take advantage of all our numbers. Not a member? Start saving today. Arbor Financial. Bank here, grow here.
2nd and 1. They go to Bellamy again down near the goal line, trying to force his way in. He stopped short. Now they say he's in. Bellamy got it into the end zone, and the Broncos regain the lead.
Levante Bellamy with his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game against Eastern Michigan. He has 13 this season. Coach, he's in the top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, he's electric. Everyone knows it. You know, I was proud of him. I thought he ran really hard. You know, we're used to seeing the 70-yard versions of what he does, but, I mean, these were all grinded out, you know, have guys hanging on you, and he can do it all.
And he's one of 22 seniors who will be honored before the Bowling Green game. 22 seniors. That's a long senior day ceremony. Last year, took about a minute.
Yeah, I think we had 8 or 9 last year. So I think there's 15 scholarship kids and I think like 6 or 7 walk-ons that have given so much to this program and it means so much and to them. And they've done a lot. I mean, they've won a ton of games as a group. So I love senior. I love seeing the families. They get to come down on the field and it'll be a big Saturday for us.
It's a group that's won a lot of football games. In fact, 4th most wins among a senior class in the 114 years of Western Michigan football.
It's pretty good, right?
Really
it's
good.
A pretty good 4-year run,
yeah.
You know, and you know, so they've done great things. They're obviously a lot of our leaders. You know, you got guys like Balabani and Bellamy and Wasink and Jariga and Tranquil. You know, so it'll be fun for them. It'll be emotional for them, but we still got to show up and play Bowling Green.
Yeah, you got to put that emotion away and win a football game. No more room for error.
No, there's really not. Every week is critical, and so this will be a fun one to get on track.
Good luck against the Falcons.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be back next week with all the highlights of the Western Michigan Bowling Green game. Coach Luster and our staff, I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. See you next week on Bronco.